never believe the bullshit ass lie that when so-called white people, and they're trying to use that to run from what their ancestors did, slavery. Don't never believe when they tell you that they don't see color. Why would you fall for a trick and a deception like that? Especially for you Uncle Toms. Something told me to talk about this here. If the so-called white man, white woman, and child don't see color, ask them this question. Well, what would they identify George Floyd as? What would they identify Sonia Mass as? Ask them that. Make them answer their questions and ask them why is they dead. Is it your? Let me ask you this in, and then you turn around and ask them. Let me ask you another question. On that day did he kill so-called? Did he go into a so-called white woman house and shoot her in the head over boiling, steaming water when she said, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus" and things of that nature? Hold on. It was some music in that car back there. You ask them that, say, okay, now look at Eric Garner. What nationality was he? And let them answer their question. I say, I want you to answer the question. Okay, now, how many so-called white people died at the BS? Caucasian people died at the BS of Caucasian people being pulled over, being like this young man, about 20 years old. These so-called white police officers pulled this black man out of his car and went to beating a 20-year-old like that. That innocent young man. Now, when they say they don't see color, if they didn't see color by that logic, that whole thing wouldn't have turned violent, and they wouldn't have went to beating on a so-called black man because they jealous of black people and Hispanic and Native American people. Why is it that you don't? It's our people are being pushed on that level more. Nobody went through it like blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. So cut the bullshit. That's the question that you need to start asking white folks and opposing to them when they go to coming out with them damn slick ass tactics that they pull out. Oh, I don't see color. Okay, well then by that logic, then George Floyd ain't lived just to say, yeah, y'all right, y'all don't. Sonia Mass ain't alive to be able to say, yeah, y'all don't see color. Yeah, you're right. You know what? I don't see. She can't say it. Why did she die at the BS of two cowardly demons? She realized she let the damn demons in the house when she said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. She realized that they was the devil. That's what it was. Oh, hold on. I keep muting the video because of music on the highway, because YouTube, they'll get you. But that's what I want to know. Why in the hell is Sonia Mass' life got taken last year? She had hold on. Sometimes you got to make so-called white people answer their own question when they come with them dumb techniques. You got to make them answer their own question. Start putting them in their place when they say that. Make them think, put their ass to thinking. Do you know you got so-called black people, Hispanic people try to sit up and debate you about this? At the end of the day, they ain't gonna win. They not gonna win. They know damn well when they debate you, they know damn well they incorrect. Yeah, they incorrect. And to mistreat their own people when you go in the store and stuff. And it's normal now for them to do that. You walk up to another brother or sister, the majority, not all, and ask them to help you with something or whatever, they gonna have they selfish. I'm trying to do my job. I ain't got time to be leaving what I'm doing on trying to stock it and stuff like that and walking on the aisle showing you where certain item. Yeah, they'll do that. And some of them will pop an attitude with you. That's fucked up. But when the so-called white man walk up, white woman, they'll humbly ask them for the slave master. They'll humble themselves for Mr. Charlie. But here's the deal. If it didn't see color, all you got to do is go look at the history of slavery and see how see who the so-called white men conquered, and compare that to what we going through right now. I tell you what, do better than that. Get your ass out here on the highway. Take your I said this before in several videos, and I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna always say that. Get your ass out here on the highway. Take your license tag, your sticker out your windshield window. Take a screwdriver and I'm not encouraging you to do it, just like I always say. I'm just using this as an illustration to put your ass to think. And go back there, and like I said, I never owned the car, but I know how it is. And screw that damn license plate off there with that screwdriver and put that shit in your house. Take your driver's license and leave them at home and tell them, say, I'm free. When you tell them that, they're going to be like, well, welcome to this side of the world. I'm going to show you just how free you is. I don't know why people be using them techniques. Just let the Caucasian or so-called white men just get over on them with words. Just anything they say, it's God. They believe it. It's right. I don't see color. And some of them will debate you and tell you, don't come on my live talking about that. I don't want to hear that and all that kind of stuff. But their sister Sonia Mass is dead, and brother George Floyd got killed by a so-called white man, and people still sitting around, black folks, our people still trying to sit around and justify that stupid ass shit. And some of them still, a lot of them still, I don't really see how y'all can do that, man. Work on the police force and feel comfortable receiving a paycheck every day, getting up and going to work every day, knowing in your mind that they killing your own people. How do you feel comfortable even getting up and going to, say you going to work? You ain't no different from Hitler, who Spain, who helped Hitler destroy the Jews. You ain't no different from Hitler. The only difference is we living in 2025, or so-called 2025. You ain't no different from them other nations coming together. Hitler and all them other people came together to help the so-called white man destroy our people. You're no different from those people. You got the same spirit. You just manifest it in a different way. Because some demon spirits is on our people. When they mistreat you, even when you go in places like Walmart and Kroger's and different places like that, they got damn white supremacist demon spirit. They got white Caucasian demons on them, because they done been around the Caucasian people for so long. We've been here in America. America is a white man's name, and in Africa is another white man's name. Those names represents you have submitted yourself when you're in the land, serving your enemies, serving the demons. And our people just got demon spirits on them. That's all. I'm gonna call it out like I said, telling you what they is. I ain't gonna sugarcoat shit. So I'm gonna get up out of here. This video is entitled, "Don't Let this." When so-called white people tell you that they don't see color, don't fall for that. Don't fall for that shit. When so-called white people tell you they don't see color, do not fall for that shit. That's what I name it. I'm out.